All right, collectors, let's get into it. The Royal Mint just dropped their 2026 annual coin sets. And wow, this year is a big one. It's not just about new designs, there's some real secrets and major changes packed in here. So we're gonna dive right in and uncover everything you really need to know.
And I know what you're thinking, but seriously, that's not just some clickbait question. In this explainer, we are going way beyond just looking at pretty designs. We're going to uncover a hidden challenge that's built right into this year's collection. And we're going to reveal a groundbreaking secret that is literally set to change the future of gold coin collecting. So stick with me, because this is a story with a couple of twists you won't see coming.
You know, 2026 really isn't just another year for UK coins. It feels different. It's shaping up to be a real turning point for the Royal Mint. It's like they're taking all that history, we're talking over 1,000 years of it, and mixing it with some huge changes that are definitely going to affect all of us as collectors.
Okay, let's get to the good stuff, the main event, the coins themselves. For 2026, we've got 5 brand new commemorative designs, and they are honoring some truly iconic moments and institutions in British history. So here it is, the whole lineup at a glance. We've got a beautiful £5 coin for what would have been Queen Elizabeth II's 100th birthday. Then 2 £2 coins, one for the Zoological Society of London and another for the HMS Beagle, both hitting 200 years. And finally, 2 50p coins, one for 100 years of the Grand Prix and another for 50 years of the King's Trust. I mean, what a fantastic mix of themes, right?
Okay, let's kick things off with this absolute beauty, the £5 coin. It's designed by the incredible Timothy Node. Right in the center, you can see the late Queen's personal cipher. You know, the ERI for Elizabeth Regina, right under St. Edward's crown. And look closely. See those tiny beads around the edge? There are exactly 100 of them, a perfect little nod to the centenary. The detail is just amazing. Even the leafy design around it is inspired by the ironwork on a door at St. George's Chapel, where she rests. It's just packed with meaning.
But honestly, the detail that really gets me is the inscription on the edge of the coin. It's so powerful. It's a direct callback to that famous promise she made on her 21st birthday back in 1947, when she said her whole life would be devoted to service. Wow. It's just a beautiful, really touching detail.
All right, next up we have the £2 coin celebrating the Zoological Society of London's 200th anniversary. And what's so cool about this one isn't just the animals they picked, but the story they tell together. You've got this incredible Sumatran tiger, a Socorro dove, and even a tiny partulus snail. It's a brilliant way to show the scope of ZSL's conservation work. I mean, from massive predators all the way down to the smallest, most vulnerable creatures.
And here's our second £2 coin, this one honoring the HMS Beagle. Now that ship had quite a few adventures, but this coin zeroes in on its most famous one, that legendary second voyage. Why? Because that was the trip that had a young naturalist named Charles Darwin on board. And the things he saw on that journey, well, they led to his theory of evolution, which completely changed our understanding of the world. Just an absolutely huge moment in scientific history.
Okay, now for the Grand Prix 50p, and I have to say I love the design on this one. It's marking 100 years of the Grand Prix in Britain, and it does this amazing job of showing the past right next to the present. You can see a racing car from the very first race at Brooklands back in 1926, and right beside it, a super sleek, modern 2026 Formula One car. What a cool way to capture a century of incredible engineering all on one little coin.
And that brings us to our last commemorative coin, the King's Trust 50p. And this one has such a great backstory. Get this. Back in 1976, when he was just Prince Charles, he used his severance pay from the Royal Navy, about £7,400, to start this charity. And what's even better, the designer of this very coin, Jessica Gregorio, was actually someone who was helped by the trust earlier in her career. I mean, how amazing is that? Talk about a full circle moment.
So, there you have it. 5 absolutely gorgeous coins, each one telling a really fascinating story. I bet you're already picking out your favorites, right? Figuring out which ones you have to get for your collection. Well, hold that thought, because this is where our story takes its first big twist. Getting your hands on all 5 of these for 2026, it's not going to be as simple as you think.
Yep, there's the catch. And it all comes down to one specific coin that we just looked at. If you're someone who loves to collect every 50p, for example, then you absolutely need to know this for your 2026 collecting strategy.
Okay, so here's the deal. That King's Trust 50p, it's what's called an annual set exclusive. That means you can't just go and buy it individually from the Royal Mint. Nope. The only way to guarantee you get this coin is to buy one of the complete 2026 annual sets. It's the classic collector's chase, and they've done it again.
But wait, that's just the first secret. The biggest story for 2026, the real headline grabber, isn't about which coins you can buy. It's about what a very small number of them are made of. And this is the real game changer.
Okay, let's get into our second and, honestly, much bigger plot twist. Because what we're about to see is the very beginning of a huge change in how the Royal Mint makes its most valuable, most prestigious coins.
52. That's it. That's the number you need to remember. For the first time ever, the Royal Mint has made a very, very small number of gold-proof annual sets. Just 52 for the entire planet. And they've been made using 100% recycled gold.
And let me be really clear here. This has never been done before for one of their annual commemorative sets. This is a genuine first for the Royal Mint. It's a huge step towards sustainability in our world of coin collecting, and a big move away from depending only on newly mined gold.
Now this is super important. Recycled does not mean second best. Not at all. Whether gold comes from a mine, or from old jewelry, or even from e-waste, it can be refined to the exact same purity, the exact same value. It's all about creating a circular economy, but without sacrificing a single bit of quality or investment value. It's still pure gold, through and through.
And those 52 sets, they're just the beginning. This is not a one-time thing. The Royal Mint has set a huge goal. By the end of 2026, they want all of their commemorative gold coins to be made from recycled gold. What we're seeing right now is the start of a massive shift in how coins are made.
Okay, so we've got a set-exclusive coin to hunt down, and this revolutionary change in how gold coins are being made. So what does all this actually mean for you, for your collection? Let's tie it all together.
So, here are the 3 big takeaways for 2026. First, we've got 5 awesome new commemorative coins celebrating UK history. Second, remember that King's Trust 50p is a set exclusive, so you'll have to buy a set to get it. And third, the massive shift to recycled gold has started, and that's a historic moment for all of us.
And don't forget, the annual sets are just the beginning of the year. We're still waiting for so much more. The end of the Tudor Beast series, a new Music Legends coin, the last coins in the Portraits of a Queen collection, and the return of the yellow gold sovereign. Man, 2026 is going to be a seriously busy year for collectors.
So, now it's your turn. After seeing all the designs and hearing about all the secrets, which 2026 coin are you most excited to hunt for this year? Drop a comment below and let me know which one you've got your eye on.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, do me a favor and hit that like button. And you'll definitely want to subscribe because our next deep dive is all about the return of the yellow gold sovereign. And trust me, you are not going to want to miss that one. See you then.